Cool. Why don't we go ahead and
Start that up.
yeah, why don't we go ahead and get James. James, you ready to take the screen?
Just 1 second here.
All right. Oh yeah, I gotta make James a presenter real quick.
Okay, I think I'm a presenter. Let me make sure I have this updated here. Okay.
Real quick before you get started, James, I'll just let everybody know. So we're gonna let James go ahead and show us some stuff he's been working on and some of the most frequently asked questions, and then we'll kind of open up for questions about half an hour in. So you can ask questions along the way. Justin and I will be there to take them and so forth. But I just want to give everybody a heads up on that. So I'm supposed to be letting Justin run the show here.
Let's see here. Not done yet. Yeah, could you
Sorry, I was just getting the recording
Yeah,
going. I had
James-
to tweak a few settings, so we're good there.
yes.
James, you want to go under Show My Screen? There should be a little drop down there.
Yeah, and hey, Dennis, I see you're asking if this is VideoJac training on how to use the program, and yeah, it is. It's just a kickoff session we like to do for the new buyers, where we bring James on. James is the mastermind behind VideoJac. He knows how to, get the most out of it. So this is a chance for everyone to ask all their questions, and just some advanced training on the software to make sure that everybody gets the most out of it. And there are a few new features added, so we go over those as well.
Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to create a sample page before I share my screen here and make sure that everything looks good, and then we can go ahead and jump right in. What I'm going to do, let's see here. I seem to be having a slight difficulty. Anyway, I'm going to move on here, share my screen.
Yeah, while you're doing that, James, I'll go ahead and, or Justin, you want to go ahead and give a quick just background on how we know James and how we kind of all came to this point?
Yeah, definitely. So, Neil and I have been launching products for a while now, running an offline business as well. Neil kind of dragged me into this whole thing. It was like, check it out, it's awesome, and turns out it is. And James was actually on our list, bought a couple of our products, and ended up writing in saying, hey, I have this awesome software. We're heavily focused on video. And James came out with VideoJac, showed us VideoJac, and instantly we knew this is something we need to get out to everybody. And we already had the customer base and things like that to get it out to everyone. So we kind of teamed up with James on this and have been working with him ever since. So it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really been great. We actually have some really cool stuff that we're coming out with soon. We're kind of talking about that before the call here. We can't really tell you about it right now because it's not yet ready for the public, but we're going to be letting you know soon. So James is awesome. We really love him. He creates amazing things, and just give him the full respect, and feel free to join the conversation, ask questions. Anything you can do to we're here to help. That's what this is all about. Essentially. So.
Right, exactly.
Are you ready to rock, James?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock. What I'm going to be doing today, let me go ahead and share my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, great, good job. What I'm going to be doing today, basically, I'm going to try to keep it very simple. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of requests, questions, and they seem to be similar questions, so I'm just going to try to answer those questions by going through a sample dry run of a video creation process here. But before I start, I just want to say thanks for everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys came. I'm really amazed at all the awesome things that you guys are doing with video. I've seen a ton of people do kinds of crazy stuff, make a bunch of money, and just get really creative with the tools that we provide here at VideoJac. And I just want to say, kudos to you guys, and yeah, let's go out there and get some money made. Anyways, okay, if you guys can see my screen, let's get rolling here. See here. All right, so you guys already know. I'm assuming if you're here, you probably have opened VideoJac. Make sure if you have VideoJac open, please close it and pay attention to what I'm about to show you. Just look at my screen. Don't look at your screen. Close your VideoJac. That way you don't miss a thing. All right, here I put up my VideoJac already. I'm already signed in. I have my own account. I'm signed in. And I go to my downloads here, and now, of course, as you know, I probably have a bunch of videos, as you can see here. But I'm going to search for a particular video I want. Let's see. I'm going to just type in the words, the first few letters of the title of the video. And by the way, you can name the title of your videos by clicking anywhere outside the screen here and giving it a name. This particular template was from my new commercial DAC service templates that I just pulled from, and I called it Verizon Visual. It's actually a video I created yesterday. It took me just a few minutes. I created for Verizon Wireless. They want to use service for their new Visual 411 Pro service coming out. So as you can see, even the big boys are using VideoJac. That's Verizon Wireless. Out down there in Dallas, Texas, their headquarters. So there's no company, big or small, that you can't service VideoJac with. So just FYI. Anyways, okay. So let's start with I'm going to cover the most used effects that a lot of you want to always ask me questions about. Let's go on the effects. Click on effects. So I've opened up a template, and as you can see here, I have this right here, which is let me go there. My effect, which is basically, how do I put it? A text effect. That's what you want to call it. This text effect. Before I do that, let me cover a new feature here called cloning. I'm going to go ahead to clone a video. Cloning pretty much allows you to make a copy of a video, a virtual copy, so to speak. That way you don't have to redo everything that you've done if you want to make another video. For example, you made a video for an attorney, or made a video for whatever client, and you want to make that video again for another client. Why do it from scratch? Just hit the clone button and just change the phone number, name, and you're good to go. So let me go ahead and clone this video, and then I'll edit the clone. So to clone a video, just click anywhere outside the dock area, give it a different name. I'm going to call this one Verizon Visual 411. I'm going to call it second. And then I hit clone. See, as you make the change, the clone button becomes highlighted. So I hit clone, and that's it. It's now made a clone under my download of this particular video. So if you can actually scroll down your scroll here to find it, but I do like to search. I just go search. I can just type second, and notice that boom, it pulls up right there. So I can click my edit button and to load that template. As you can see, just load that template, and it's the same exact copy as what I had before. So if you notice, I probably have two here. If I go Verizon, you notice I have two, which is the regular one and the new one. So that's how you clone a video. It's covered cloning. All right, back to where I was. This video is very, very, very cool in the sense that I added a lot of the features that you probably want to add to your videos in it, and I'm going to go one by one and dissect it. First of all, I added a text effect. This here you see Visual 411 is a text effect. To add text effects, it's very, very simple. You simply, let me go ahead and remove it here and add it again. So you just simply go here, drag your text effect, drag it to the timeline, and put it right there. And I'm going to call it 411. As you can see. And then scale. This is how you use your scale tool. Scale down. You drag it down to wherever you want it to be. And I'm going to actually change the color. You can actually change the color to red. So let me drag it up a little bit here, and then the back alpha, I'm going to remove the back alpha so it doesn't have that white background. And then you can use position to position it to wherever you want it to be. As you can see, just use position, put it here. And of course, I'm going to call it Visual 401. Visual 401. Actually, it's actually some kind of yellow pages that Verizon is coming out with. It's called Visual 401. Anyway, so that's how to do your text effect, how to add a text effect. Also, it's always a good idea to label your text effect so it's easy to locate. Like you see, I can put the label here, and this applies to any effect or any element in your timeline. So as you notice here, I changed the label, so that way it's easy to find, know what's what. All right, that's text effect basically. Next, here we have the next one I have is logo effect. You can see here, this Verizon logo is just a regular Verizon logo they provided. And to add a logo or any image, you can just, let me go ahead and drag that out and do the image here. You can use image, drag that in to whatever position you want it to show. By default, when you drag in an image, it will show the My Pancho logo. No big deal. You just go to the right hand side, you can see here, and then change it to whatever you want by simply click on it and upload your own logo. You can click upload and upload your own logo, and when you're done uploading it, it will automatically show up under your My Images, and then you can go there and pull it. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it down over here to the media section, drag the default logo out, and here you have Verizon. By default, when you drag the logo in, it may be a little distorted. What you want to do is click on the logo or the image there and set it to scale without crop. Very important, scale without crop. That's pretty much how you want your images to be all the time. For those of you who complain that your images don't show up the way you want it to be. But you have to also remember you have to upload very high quality images. Probably bigger images are better, so you can scale them down. Anyway, click on the images again to get back to it. So now you can then use the scale button to scale it to wherever you want to be, how big you want it to be, and then position it to where you want to be. So that's how to maneuver a logo, for those of you who need to figure that out. So that's that. And for each logo has what you call the URL. So when someone clicks on it, it takes them somewhere. In this case, by default, you take them to a URL, My Pancho, but you also want to change that. Let me go ahead and grab the URL here. Let's see here. Grab a URL. Let's see. Let me grab a URL. Give me 1 second here. Let's see this image here. Assuming I want you to go to the Verizon Wireless. So I'll just go ahead and grab the URL. Let's get back to our editor. Click on image. You notice the URL button there, site, click, paste it there. So when someone clicks on this logo, this Verizon Wireless logo, it will automatically take them to the Verizon Wireless website. And this can be any link. For those of you who don't know, this can be any link. It could be a link to a PDF file, a link to a buy now button, a link to order now, sign up, just whatever. It could be anything. So this allows people to interact with your video in real time. Awesome, awesome feature. So that's how to add an image or logo and to adjust the logo. So next effect I'm going to cover now is the call to action. So the call to action is very similar to the image effect. All you have to do is, for example, you want to have a call to action. Could be click here to buy now. In this case, I've used that here. These two buttons here at the end of the video, where when the video plays, at the end of it, it says, download an app. The Verizon, excuse me here, grab a cup of water. Hope everyone is following me. Justin, you there?
Yeah. Sorry, I had mute. I had my
me too.
microphone muted.
Okay, good.
We're answering
Let's
some
make sure
questions
everyone's
here in the
on.
background, and just to let everybody know, we will open up for a full-on Q&A. We just kind of want to let James get through this, and then we'll answer as many relevant questions as possible while we're here. So,
Okay,
keep
great.
going, James. Thank you. You're doing
All right,
great.
so the call to action button is very, very cool. It's very similar to the image. You can kind of use them interchangeably, but the way we use it is very simple. You just drag the call to action effect to anywhere you want it to be. In this case, I dragged it down here, but I'm going to use this example. I already dragged two here. I dragged this two. There are two call to action effects. So you click on one, and you label it what you want it to label so you can remember it. Obviously, give it a label, and then give it it doesn't need to have a text because it's actually an image. All you have to do is under the effects area here, you can then drag the image that you want here. In this case, I just dragged I uploaded an image. You can use one from the library. We have an image library with tons and tons of images that you can actually pull from. If you need to find a particular image, you can actually type something similar to what you would expect. For example, I can type button, and it will search through the image library and bring up all the buttons. As you can see, it has download buttons, buy now buttons, and so on and so forth. You could easily use that button. For example, I wanted to, if this was a shopping cart, I could drag this buy now button to my effect area right here. Let's drag that down. Actually, here, click on that and drag that down here. Drag that here. And you see, boom, I have a buy now button. And of course, you remember when I showed you about the image, you could actually do the scale to crop and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to use this buy now button. I already have an image I like to use. So I'm just going to drag that image out here. And I already pre-uploaded these images in my images. These are the images of the Android app and download on the Apple Store. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So if you drag the effects, if you drag the call to action effect to timeline, give it a name, and then under the effect area, drag the image effect. This image effect, drag it in here. And then when you drag it in here, click on it, and then add your image under your, it could be one of the image library or your own image. Then drag your image in here. Once you drag your image in here, it will show up here. And you can also obviously edit your image by doing the scale to crop, just to make it look a little nicer. Click on your timeline again to go back to it. And when you're done with that, you can then put a link to it. For example, anytime you drag an image, media in here, it automatically gives you the option. Let's go here to, let's check this one out here. Let's see here, we have the effects. I'm trying to find our call to action here. That's a little funny. Let's see.
Now you know what happens to me when I'm doing the demo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's supposed to be my call to action here. I'm like, where's my call to action?
Well, I mean,
All
James is on the spot
right.
here, but he's trying to show you some intricate stuff you can do to really make these videos more powerful. So, don't worry about it, man. Take your time. No rush.
Oh, sure, no problem. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to do a new one here. I think this is an old one. Let me do a new call to action. So actually, it's actually better. I'll do a new one so everyone sees it from scratch. Let me remove this here. Let me remove this too. I'll do it from scratch. So you drag your call to action button here. By default, to show you the My Pancho, obviously, the My Pancho image. Let's go here. So what you want to do is, you see the URL. I'm going to put the URL in there. Let's put the URL. Maybe it's going to take me to Verizon this time. And after that, I want to change the default logo from My Pancho to my own logo. I can go into my images if I've uploaded my own or from the library. In this case, let me just pull this Buy Now button. I like this Buy Now button. Let me pull this and remove the default logo. Yeah, it's a little big. And it's like I told you, you can click on the image and choose Scale Without Crop to kind of bring it down to normal size. and then go back to the image by clicking on it in the timeline and scaling it down a little bit, and you can always position it to exactly where you want. So now, as you can see, I've updated the URL button, URL field. So if I click on this button, buy now, it will take me to Verizon Wireless for me to purchase. So this is a pretty cool way to add call to actions. So that's how call to actions are pretty much added. And next, I'm going to cover the effects of title. But before I cover the title effect, I want to add one thing here. Call to actions don't have to always be images. You can actually use text as a call to action. To use text as a call to action, simply drag the call to action as usual to your timeline, click on it, and instead of dragging the image effect down here, what you want to drag, you drag the title effect. That's just the difference. You drag the title effect. Once you drag the title effect, you can make sure it's on top if you have something else there, or you can just remove the image. But drag the title effect instead of the image. When you get it down there, click on it, put in your text. I can put order now. Just go ahead and put order now. And you can, color it just as you could do any other text as usual. And you can even scale it a little bit, make it a little large. Oh, that's too big. That's a good size. That's a pretty good size. So now this call to action button still works for this order now button. So if I click on order now, it could take me to my order page, but in this case I just said Verizon Wireless. So you see how easy it is? So it doesn't have to be an image. It can also be text. That's just one thing that a lot of people don't know about the call to action buttons. Alright, then the watermark is very similar to the image effect. Watermark effect, all you gotta do is just drag it to somewhere anywhere you want in your video for it to appear. It's basically an image. By default, it will appear in the lower right-hand corner, which is the appropriate place for a watermark. Just drag it to anywhere and simply change the image to whatever you want it to be. In this case, just go to my images. Maybe I'll probably want to put a Verizon logo since this is a Verizon video. Obviously, it's too big, so I can just go here, do my scale to crop. Good, boom. It actually looks pretty good, though, actually. So I can still scale it down a little bit more if I wanted to. Scale it down a little bit. Move it to this angle. Yeah, I think this is nice. I like this. But yeah, so it's really that simple to use a watermark. And that pretty much covers the most common effects that you guys will need. The text, the title, the image, call to action, watermark, and all the other effects are pretty much very self-explanatory. You just drag it on top the video. For example, if you wanted to use the colorize effect, for example, I just drag it down to over where you want it to be, and to just colorize that area. If you want it to be longer, you can just drag it, and that's it. And it's all same. So same applies to all the other effects. You can just kind of play around with them. Yeah, just the same thing. So that covers it. That's that for the effects. Only thing I would also cover now is embedding real quick. Embedding allows you to embed the video that you've created onto any website, anywhere online, easily, without you having to render, publish, and just download, upload, all that stuff. And the embed that we have here is not just a typical embed that you get from YouTube. It's a super advanced embed because it does dynamic, what we call dynamic updates. So if you embed a video somewhere and you make a change here, it updates everywhere else that video is embedded, which is really cool. So you can actually use that as a way to update videos automatically, literally. Everything updates, both your links, your images, pictures, everything that you want, anything that you update updates there. So you could easily use that to say make a change, your phone number, or a client wants you to change something, you can change it and boom, it automatically changes on the client's website also. Or you can use it for affiliate marketing. You change your buy now, where your buy now links to. You can change anything really. It's just that amazing. So that's for embedding. We're going to embed one real quick. To do your embed, let me go ahead and pull up my original video here. Let's pull up my Verizon video real quick. And by the way, anytime you get, as you can see here, I pulled up my video on the download, but I don't see my edit link. It's not there. So that means your browser is acting a little slow. Usually something to do with your browser. All you gotta do is refresh. That's just the key. Just refresh before you go panicking. And refresh when your browser loads. It might take a second if it's a lot of load on there. It's taking a second here because we're all using the system at the same time. But telling my computer is overloaded. No, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and get my Verizon video back. All right, open it up. And now I can click share to embed, to get my embed codes. When you click share, you have three. You have your typical embed code. You have your view link. This will take you to a link where you can actually view this video. Copy that and paste that in my browser here. And this link, you should use this link to send to people. Like if you need, pretty much use this link. Basically, don't publish unless you absolutely need to send that video to someone, MP4 file, or you need to upload to YouTube. And I'm going to put a copy of this finished video in for everyone to kind of check out later on. But I'll do that later after this training is over. But basically, when you create a video, use the share button to share it. When you have a need for a client to actually play with a video, you can use this video edit link. This will link the user who clicks on this link to this particular template, but to open up in edit mode with the editor fully loaded so they can actually play with it. It will actually create a virtual copy for the client. Say you create a video, you want the client to check it out, send them that link, and they can open it and to look exactly like this. They can't obviously publish the video, so don't worry about that. They can't share it either. They can just look at it. They can even change the text. They can pretty much do everything else, which so they can kind of like check it out before you buy type of deal. Play with it, change text and all kinds of stuff. And this is really cool because to make it look like a superhero, because nobody else has that capability. So that's how the share button works. When you get the embed code, you can embed into a website, WordPress, wherever. I've actually embedded this video here in a plain, I use Dreamweaver here, so I just kind of embedded it in my, just copy the embed code, put it there, and publish that video. And here it is online. So if I make a change to this video, I'm going to make a quick change here. I'm going to call it Verizon Visual 400, whatever. So I'm going to go here to my text. Let's make a quick text change here. Verizon Video 400. And I'm going to save that. And then I can go to my video, refresh here. Let's go ahead and refresh my screen, see what I have. I think my flash is... So by the way, you need to clear your cache. A lot of the issues that you have, sometimes if you have this, what you change doesn't update, you may want to clear your cache. It should actually update. So it seems my browser is acting a little slow today. Let me go.
I've had the same. Yeah, it's just a cache, man. I had the same problem.
Yeah, always clear your history, especially when dealing with Flash. Flash is that way. You have to clear your history. Let me go ahead and open it up the new browser real quick.
Yeah,
but then a lot of people ask questions. A lot of questions to do with some things don't seem to play out the way it's supposed to on screen. That is 99% your browser, and especially to do with your history. So I've actually gone and opened it up in Firefox here, and I cleared my cache, and you can see it's updated, Verizon Visual 400. So it's all about your Flash, and it's just, don't worry, it's local to you. Your clients always get the updated version. So if you have any time that the program doesn't seem to work the way it's supposed to, just go ahead and clear your cache, your history, and that should probably update your computer. So that's probably what the problem would be. And so that pretty much covers everything. That's a lot to do with embedding. Again, always use the embed link. And also, if you create a video, use the view video link. Just send the client this. That's all you need to send them. You don't need to publish, download, and all that stuff. You don't need to do that. You just waste resources, waste your time, and gives you a lot of headache. Use the video view link unless you need to get an MP4 file for, like, posting up to YouTube or selling to a client. But you could actually use the embed code if you need to lease the video to the client. You don't want the client to have the actual video file. You just kind of want to charge them, and then be able to update it for them. This is a much better way to go about it. That pretty much covers all I want to talk about today for this particular kickoff session. Neil, if you can jump in here and see if there's anyone having any questions.
James, real quick, I know Paul was wondering if you could go over the watermark or the image feature, how you can upload your own images and scale them. And he was also wondering, do you have a suggested, I know I've used PNG files is what I've uploaded every time, and I think that's what you told me you recommended, but is there a certain image size that works best with these videos so there's not so much scaling involved?
No, there's actually no one size fits all. Just like in your standard video editing or image editing, you just kind of, the rule is simply upload a big image. Images that are wider in width are always better than horizontal images. So vertical.
Yeah, because then you can squeeze them down and they look.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just the rule. As you can see, this Verizon logo came out. Comes out pretty good because it's horizontal rather than vertical, so it goes across. So the bigger the image, if you upload a bigger, higher quality image, PNG recommended because of the background. If you do PNG, you can kind of put it over on the background you like.
Because they're transparent.
Yeah, they're transparent.
Yes.
So those are what I recommend personally. PNG transparent, that are big because you can always scale down. But if they are small, remember what you're seeing here is a preview. It's a preview. The actual video is actually much bigger. It's about this, it's about over 900, 900 or so. So it's much bigger. So if you upload a small image and try to stretch it, it's not going to look good. So it's better to upload a big image and then scale it down. That's pretty much what's all involved in in image. And just go ahead and hit upload. If you want to upload an image, find your image that you want to upload. In this case, I have a logo here actually. A video shaver logo. Click upload. It uploads it. It prepares and it processes it and then puts it up there. By the way, it takes a while for it. If there are a lot of people uploading at the same time, it takes a while for it to process and put it. But when you process it, the system will detect whether it's an image or video or audio and to put it in the appropriate place, like my images, my audio, my video, and then to be available. And once you go there, you can then drag it. You can then start using it. But bear in mind, don't drag images. A lot of people just go ahead and drag images into the timeline like this. You can just go drag an image. Even though you can do it, like you see, I just dragged that image down here. Even though you can do it and it looks kind of okay, that's not the right way. Don't just drag images in there. Use the image effect. Use the image effect. I know it's one step extra, but it's the right way to do it.
It seems like a very important thing to know, right?
Yeah, exactly. Use the image effect, and then as you can see, click the image.
And what does that do? What does that do? What does that do differently?
What it does differently is this. See, look at that. See the big difference?
Yeah.
So I can click on this image now. I can do a scale to crop, scale without crop. See how nice this image looks now?
So it basically auto scales it for you and makes it fit the video a lot better.
Yeah, it auto scales it, makes it fit the video better. And plus, you can then add effects to it. You can then add stuff to it. Like, for example, now, say I need to add something to this, I can add an effect. I can go to my effects. I can add any effects to this actual image. On top, say I want to add colorize. I can go here, colorize. See that? Boom. See how that just changed the color of the image?
Nice.
I can add a rectangle. I can add a call to action. I can add anything to it. And if I need to change this image in future, say I want to change it to a different image, I don't need to take it all the time. If I want to change it to this image, I could just drag this, drop this there, pull this out, boom. the new image takes takes up all the effects editing I've already done, so I don't have to waste all that. I don't have to do it from scratch, and it saves you a lot of headache. And you can actually do things like scale. You can scale, move around, and move stuff around. And so these are just a few of the the things that you could do. So now I can pull up another logo, move that image, boom. I can go here.
Hey, James, can you jump back to that colorize also and show everyone how to just change the color from red to, say, green or whatever other color?
Oh yeah, it's very simple. To use the colorize effect, all you have to do is click on the colorize effect. Every time you drop it here, you drag it in, and then change the color.
Awesome.
Choose a different color, and that's it. This scale simply means it goes in from one color, from this color, up to up to then fades out with this color. So it's like a fade out. And if you wanted to only show one color, you can always drag this down so it's a straight line, which means one color all through. So this is just for advanced editors who who want to play around with color. So when you play the video, it fades from one color to another color, as you can see. That's
cool.
What the colorize effect does.
And then I know a couple people asked about the audio as well. Can you just show how to adjust those audio levels since we got a template open with audio on it?
Right. So to adjust audio, you just simply click on the audio. You can pretty much tell which is audio by in the timeline. Just click on it, and on the right-hand side, you see here it shows you the volume. So just like if you're familiar with video editing, you already know that stuff like this means audio is in the middle here. If you want to fade it in, for example, you can click right here, click somewhere to the edge, and drag this down, and so it kind of fades in and plays normally and fades out.
Yeah, and so right there you can also click the mute button and completely mute that audio track and pull your own audio track down there if you want to change it, or delete that audio track altogether and put your own in there as well, right?
Yeah, if you want to put your own, it's probably better to just drag this out, just remove this altogether, remove it altogether, and then go to go to the audio library and pull one that you like better, or one that you've uploaded under My Audio, and just pull yours in there. And once you pull in there, it will usually pull the full length of the audio. You probably want to use your trim here, and this trim applies to every element, whether it's audio or video. You want to use your trim here, drag your trim to make it the same, similar length here. You can use a trim there, or you can just put your mouse close to it and let it change like a little hook, and then drag it to the edge there. Obviously, after you drag it and you want to click on it, straight line means it's normal. You can increase the volume by raising this line up by dragging both sides, make it a straight line higher, so that means a higher volume to be much louder. If you want to reduce the volume, you can just drag it down, both of them down, drag it down. So if this was like a background song, you want to just kind of play on the background a little bit and just make it low, really low. Or you can just mute it altogether. I recommend just pull it out if you don't need. Well, what's the point of muting it when you can just get rid of it? So less complicated template, better results. So that's pretty much it. You can do fade in, fade out, fade in. You drag it up here. You drag this one up here a little bit.
Yeah. So where you're clicking and you make those extra dots right there. So yeah. How it goes up at an angle right there in the beginning. That's how it fades in. And then towards the or at the end of it, it fades out that way. And you can even lower it in the middle as well by clicking and adding extra dots.
Yeah, if you just click on the line, you can add the dot and just drag the dots. So it's pretty simple, whatever. So maybe in the middle you want the audio to go out. Maybe in the middle you want it to go down. Maybe there's something going on that part, and then come back in. So you can kind of play with it however you.
Yeah. So say you had a voiceover in the middle, you could lower the middle part so the audio is playing in the background and the voiceover can be heard better.
Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, mostly this is more for advanced users. Remember, for those of you listening, I know you're tempted with all these cool tools and I can do this, I can do that. Yes, you can do that, but do you really have to? Stop and think about that for a minute. If you really have to before you just jump in and do that and open a support ticket. Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, can I do that? Focus on the original goal. The goal of VideoJac, why we created, is for you to just grab templates that are already been done. All the work has been done for you, and just edit them, change the text,
Yeah,
put in
James,
the client's phone numbers. Go
do
ahead.
you want to just go ahead and walk us through a quick, what the average user would want to go ahead and do with one of those templates?
Yeah, just like the basic template, because a lot of these people that are on the call today just purchased within the last week and haven't had the chance to completely go through. And
They're still getting the hang of it. Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm just going to pull up a regular template here. Let's pull up your service, which is a pretty common one. Just click on your service. So as I was saying, don't get caught up in all the extra cool stuff and try to do this or try to upload your own videos and stuff. You can do that. Heck, if you want to do that, you could go to school and learn video editing and use Adobe Photoshop and After Effects and all that stuff. That's not the purpose of VideoJac. VideoJac is for you to use the template that have already been created for you. Just pull up a template, change the text. In this case, I pulled up a template, click on my text here, just drag over here, your service. Maybe being a little creative. I'm gonna pull this, click here, your service. I can just change it to, let me just pick something random. Your accountant. Maybe this is a video for an accountant. I just change that your accountant have you feeling like this, and then there's a guy who's drunk, so your accountant got you so confused you're drunk and frustrated. Okay, next text is want to feel like your confident self again. I can just change that to want to have your finances in order again. Let me make a space there. You see how simple I'm doing this on the fly, in order. I'm doing it on the fly, just about being creative, and it takes minutes. Then contact.
We're putting you on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. Then contact. Let's use Neil here. Neil LLC.
I'll help you out. So I'll help you out.
Yeah, exactly. Then we'll provide great accounting. I'm doing this on the fly to show you how easy it is. See, and just going and on, just kind of go through the, change some of the stuff, then come back at the end here, put in, Neil's number here at the bottom.
Well, and you can usually add a logo, right? Using your, the images or whatever.
Yeah, contact Neil LLC. At the end of it, most of them have logos. This one has text. I can just put the website here, change the website to Rising
Google
ideas and so on. I think I'm gonna have that right, but you get the idea. But yeah, and also if you want to go extra bold, you can just change this, pull this out, pull this out. It's the text. Go into the effects, grab a image effect or logo effect. Call it image effect. Grab that, put that there instead. Drag it a little bit to match, to fit the background there, right here. See? There, and it's by default. It always shows in my pancho. Actually, we actually make it easy for you. It shows in my pancho and it's already clickable. And all you gotta do is just use your own image. Obviously you've uploaded the image. Assuming I use the Verizon image in this case. Let me use the size shaver. It's a logo already uploaded. Drag that there. Drag this one out. Size shaver. It's too big, but it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Click on scale without crop. Brings it down to a manageable level. Then I just scale it to boom. See that? Fine. And I can link that to Site Shaver. Assuming that was a site or Rising Ideas Lab or whatever. And so see, when they click on it, it takes them to the site. Guess don't have that site.
Yeah.
Site Shaver. It's not up.
So does that making sense for everybody? Are you guys seeing how easy that is to do?
Yeah. So I've just completed the video for an accounting firm right there. I just completed a video. I used the existing text that was there. I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. And if you play this video, you see it looks professional, very nice. The client will actually think Yeah, but the client will actually think that you took the time to do all the editing, all the text, all the effects, everything for them. I mean, I could easily turn around and sell this video for $599 to an accounting firm. Easy. You see, so that's just the goal, and focus on that and not focus on, oh, let me start making everything from scratch. Because you're not a video editor, you're not a video professional, you don't need to be. You're, focus on just getting your videos out there. And in a typical environment, I've just made these changes to this video. I'm not sure that
It was like
the
5
yeah,
minutes,
yeah, less than 5 minutes. And I'm
Yeah.
going to send this to Neil LLC. Maybe I haven't even got the business from Neil LLC. In this case, I just want to go. Okay, I can just go ahead and save this video, and let me go ahead and
Share it
save this
with me.
video, and then grab the share button real quick. I just copy that, and I just shoot this email off to Neil LLC. Hey, this is a video I created for you guys. Check it out. And then Neil LLC, the accountant, open it up in their computer, blah blah blah.
I like
They do
that,
it.
James. That's pretty
That's
pretty
it.
slick.
And so if they like it, fine. If they don't like it, shoot, what? Doesn't matter. Go back here and just change that. Grab the next guy. Do it for the next guy. Just come here and change Neil, Justin LLC, and do the same thing. Grab the share button, and send it to Justin. Maybe Justin will buy it. Heck, you don't have to do any more work. And so you could do a lot of it. And even if you want to keep this
I like it.
for future, you don't want to. You can just use the clone button. So I can just call this Justin. I can call this one Justin. Justin, and hit clone. Now I have one for Justin.
Hey
Same thing.
James, let me just interject real quick. I just want to let everybody know we're getting kind of close to the hour. If you have any questions you want to answer, now's the time. Start popping them in. We'll start bringing them up. If there's anything you're struggling with or want to know how to do better or how to make a certain kind of video, just let us know.
Right. So that's how to use the share how the easiest ways to get this video going. Don't worry about trying to make because I see a lot of people trying to their first video they're already going to make a custom video. I mean, why would you want to do a custom video your first time? And you have over hundreds of templates to choose from. Remember, the client that you're selling this to, they haven't seen these templates. They don't know the source. Most of them don't. So why not impress them with something that's professional rather than something that you're trying to put together? Save yourself the time, the hassle, and as you get more comfortable and become more of an expert, then you can step up to doing your own templates and so on and so forth. So those of you who try to upload your own stuff, you upload your own images, your own videos. Sometimes if your video doesn't upload and like twice or 3 times, it gives you errors like 400 errors, stuff like that. That means your video is not probably compatible. Sometimes it depends on the source of that video. Some videos may not be compatible in terms of they're not proper standard MP3 files or MP4 files because they don't have they use a proprietary encoding. There's nothing you can do about that. Just try to either change the re-encode it to like change to a different format like Windows Media Video or something like that, and try that, see if that works. If it doesn't, then just use a different video. Same goes for images and audio.
Especially the video and the length of the video and the size. Do you want to talk a little bit about best practices for that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, we generally recommend MP3, MP4 files for videos because they're smaller and they're higher quality. But you can also use Windows Media Video. That's the next best one that I like to use. So try to keep your videos short and compressed using MP4 or Windows Media Video format. If your video is too long, use your editor to cut it. Use a tool to like either re-encode it to be smaller or just cut it in a couple more.
You want to go ahead and show them
clips.
Handbrake?
Handbrake is a tool. Let me go ahead and look for it here.
Just for anybody who doesn't know, like it's a question that comes up a lot, So just to condense your video, it'll help not only your uploading, your rendering, your publishing, your downloading, if you compress the size of the video. Right?
Yeah, Handbrake is a pretty cool tool. It's free. You can just go ahead and download it. It converts your video to MP4 format. So you just drop it in there, and within a few seconds, it will spit out a MP4 version of your video, which is pretty good. And you can then upload that version. So I really recommend it's free. And I'm gonna put the link to it so you can go download it. And
it's free and it comes with instructions, so you're good.
Yeah, so I'm going to first I'm going to send the link here to the original video, to the Verizon video, and then I'm also going to send a link to Handbrake to everyone, so you guys can check that out later on at your convenience. Any more questions in the queue here?
Yeah, we had a few.
Yeah, let me look back here. I realized I wasn't scrolling down.
So Clarence was asking, so say you upload your own video, and you want to add some effects or text boxes or anything like that. He was saying he was having trouble getting the extra like where that little wrench is, where all your effects are. He couldn't get that line to pop up. I'm pretty sure you just drag it and it should show up, right? He was saying it's going to the front or back of his video. How do you get those extra lines there? Or does that make sense?
Okay. To get extra lines, when you click on, say for example, I'm just gonna use I'm gonna click New here. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and do here. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen here, so I can kind of start afresh. If you need to drag, make extra lines, you can make extra lines with text, the text effect, and nothing else. So you want to use the text effect to make extra line by dragging it on top of each other. So I'm going to click New here so I can have a new, whole new a new canvas, and I can go into my videos. And I think I uploaded this video. This is just a skyline type video of a spinning skyline. I like it. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it's a plain video, and then I can just go to Effects and drag the text effect here. Just drag it down here to make a new line. If I want to make another line on top of it, I can just drag another text effect on top of the existing one. And see, let's go ahead. If it doesn't work, you just got to drag it to the, something like right there, towards the beginning of it, like right there. See? So it's all about where you drag. If you drag it and put it here, it's going to put it on behind it, obviously, but you just want to drag it on top each other. You cannot drag the image effects on top. It doesn't work. So, but if you need to have, some people sometimes may need to have an image, two images show up on one screen. The trick to do that is you drag the text effects on top of each other, and then add the image effect as an effect for the text. So like this text effect now, I can drag the image effect here into its effect section, and boom, voila! See that? That's a very nice trick of, if you need to stack images, if you need a bunch of images to show up, just like you would a text effect. So that's how to stack images to show up on top of each other if you need to. So I can click on this text effect and add another image effect to it. See? And then I can maybe scale it up, position it to a different spot. Yeah, let's go with this one. I can move this one a little bit. Just kind of scaling it out. You can click on the image itself and then scale it, move it somewhere else, or position it somewhere else. See? So I actually have two images showing up on one screen. See that? Same time by using the text effect. So the text effect is a very powerful effect that you kind of want to use for a lot. You can use it for a lot of stuff. But that's how to stack, images or call to actions. You can stack anything on top on multiple pages just by using the text effect. The reason being that everything has effects, so you can apply an effect to an effect. That's a really big feature. So you can add a call to action button, for example. Say I have this call to action button here, and I can then, let me remove all this stuff. This sort of text, I don't need this. We have this. So this is a call to action. Obviously I have my image and move it up here so it's a little clearer. So I can actually add a text effect, for example, as an effect to it. You can see. So you can add effects inside of effects. That's the cool thing about video platform. You can add any kind of effects within an effect. So that's any other questions? That should answer the question we had about stacking images.
Yeah, that covers it.
Images. What's the next question? Let me see here. Do we have?
Are there any more yet, Justin?
So I gotta scroll back up in here. This chat box is going crazy.
Yeah, that was my problem. I was like, where's all the questions? Oh, I gotta scroll down. Can you do a small video and a large video, like picture in picture? Is that something we can do? I don't know.
A small video and a large video?
Like a picture in picture?
Well, you cannot. You could say, for example, this is a video. Let me get this. I already have one video here. Let me grab. Let's get rid of all this. This is one video.
I'm just curious. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think you maybe put it in the one of the effects boxes. Drag a video into there.
Yeah, that's probably what you would need to do if you needed to. This VideoJac is not designed for those, for stuff like that, but you could technically probably achieve. Let's try one of this. Let me grab this template here, and let me jump over here. It's a video. Let's see what I can do here. Click on it. See what effect will work with that. Let's go to effects. I can try. Let's try the text effects here, and see here. Let's drag, and then
we're putting them on the spot.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let's go to my video. Let me pull up another video. Let's pull up this video right here. Let's put it on the effects. It doesn't seem to take that. What I can do is, let's go back here. Let's see if it takes it directly. Okay, you know what? You could actually go use the chroma key effect. Let's try. See that? Drag the chroma key effect down there.
And what does that do exactly?
It's kind of like what does exactly what we're trying to say. Like you click my video and then replace this video with this one. Let's replace this video with this one. As you can see, we have the video and video. You can see we have the video of the lady in the background. We have the video of that in there. So let's click on it.
I don't know why you would use that, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So say let's play it. You should see both of them playing together. Let's see here.
Kind of a...
I mean, if in extreme cases you really need to, I guess that's what you could use. See that?
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that. I learned like 3 things tonight, by the way.
Yeah, use the chroma key effect to kind of, do that. And let's see what else you could do. I guess you could increase the length if you wanted to. Just kind of make it play a little longer. Yeah, let's go here. You can't do much with that. Click on that. Scale without crop. I always use the scale without crop. So that's pretty much how to use a chroma key effect.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It doesn't give you a way to kind of like scale, to kind of like position it, unfortunately. But yeah, you can actually add video and video.
Well, and that's something we can always take into consideration. I like the idea, Clarence. Clarence says it will be used for like a newscast kind of look. I like it.
Yeah, but it's probably better to do that in your After Effects type software and and stuff to do advanced stuff. VideoJack is more of a marketing type. We focus on use the templates that are provided for you, and maximize your productivity and your return on your investment. If you're spending hours editing video, doing all this complex stuff, that's time you're not making money, and that's not what we're about. We're about making money with the videos that we're giving you. We've done thousands or tens of thousands of dollars worth of work for you, so you make the money. So don't let us down by repeating what we've already done.
One thing real quick. I forget who was asking. It might have been Ronette. But someone was asking how you can split these templates, or not the templates, but like your individual videos that you're dragging down or something like that, how you would split those and put an image of the user's choice in there. So can you just show how you split it and how you can drag a new image in the middle of there?
Oh, repeat that again.
Okay, so
let me. I got it, Justin.
Yeah.
I was reading the same question. So what she's asking is, can I put one template, my photos, another template? Am I right, Ronette? Is that what you're asking?
I'm not sure I follow. Can you put two templates?
That's exactly. So like, say for example, she wanted to use two templates and put her images in the middle. Is that something we could do?
Well, you have to kind of recreate one. You can't do that. If you're talking about two separate templates altogether, and then no, you'd have to create your own templates. You could pull one. You can pull one template and then have another template. Bring another template in.
Well, she's asking with one template if you could split it and add your own images and things like that in between it. And yeah, you can. We did that for an affiliate promotion we did actually, where I took a bunch of screenshots.
I read it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can just take that, like this video, for example. I could just take.
So how you split it?
So you just click and then you split.
You click on the image, on the video, on the image, and then you click split. And see, it's split. And then
you can drag whatever you want in there.
Yeah, and then don't ever drag images into the timeline. Just backtrack it. Don't do that. Always use the effects, and then go to your image effect, and then drag this here, and then put it in the spot where I want it to be. See, right there. See? Now this image. Now I can take this, click on that, and then change the image. It's always good to change the image from there. So I can go to my images, and assuming this was the image, I'm going to take this one of a tablet here and put that there. You can see, so this could have been my picture or whatever. So that's how to add image in between. And if you wanted, you can actually scale it. You know, it doesn't have to be small. You could actually click on it and then scale it, to fill the whole screen. So images can actually fill the screen if it's big enough. Obviously you need a big image. But yeah, as you can see, I just scaled this this picture to fit the screen. And then if it's still not big enough, I can then go in here, click on it. Let's see, scale without crop. Always do scale without crop. And then I can go ahead and
James, can you just back up a little bit? Carol's just kind of having a hard time following you as far as
where your cursor's been.
Repeat verbally. Yeah, just repeat the process for bringing an image down.
Okay, so another problem. Let's see here. Hold on one second.
There you go. Your audio just got way better.
Yeah.
My audio just got way better?
Yeah, whatever you were doing before that was bad.
Okay. So let me back up here. So let me split a different one here. Let's go to this screen here. See this guy? It's a video playing, and it's any template. You can click on anywhere you want to split it. And this might be a feature. If you can't seem to get where you want to, you can use this little zoom feature. A lot of people don't know it. You can zoom in into your timeline. You just drag that, and it zooms into micro milliseconds. So you can actually fine-tune what you're looking at. You can just click this to kind of zoom to the end, or you could click this to zoom to the middle. So if you drag it to the middle, you actually zoomed in halfway. So it's a pretty good way to to kind of get an exact spot. You can see it's counting into the seconds and milliseconds. Easily you can see every frame. It's a pretty nice tool. Okay, so you could set it to where you want. I want to on the 29 marker here, and I hit and I select make sure your video is selected, and then you hit split. Then when you hit split, you can see it's actually made this a gap. As you can see, it kind of cut it in two. And then I can then go to my effects and pull in my image effects right here. Put it right in the middle there. See, right there, right where the split happened. I can kind of drag it to make it a little smaller here. Put it right there. My cursor there. See, it's right there in the middle.
How do you make the split bigger, or you know what I mean?
How do you make the split bigger?
Will it automatically play right there in between?
Oh yeah, to play in between there. If you really want it to, if you really want the image to like be bigger, you can just drag the image in there. I don't really recommend it, but if you do that, you won't be able to have all the cool stuff you can do with the image.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can just drag an image here. Say, I'm using this. Let me pull up a different.
Well, essentially, can you like pull those two apart and put an image in between? That's
you can just drag the image. You can just drag the image and put it right there. Drag it to the middle. Let's go ahead and drag this to the middle here.
But to be clear, you won't be able to use the effects, right?
Yeah, because it's just an image. As you can see, if you click on it, it's just an image. There's no. You can add some basic effects to it here, though. You can still add some basic effects to it.
Okay.
As you can see here.
Cool. I just want to clarify for.
But the difference, the main difference is why I recommend you use the image effects instead, like we did, as you see here, is that if you make changes to this, like here, I click on this image and then I add effects, colorize, whatever, I do all kinds of stuff to it. The day I need to change this image, maybe I find that this is the wrong image, or I need to update this image, boom, I take it away. All my changes go with it. See?
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, but if I use the image, which is the right way to do it, I can then just simply replace. Let me get rid of this. I can simply switch out the image without affecting. Here, I can just go here, move that, put that in there,
and it'll play in between, right?
Yeah, you can see it's in between. Obviously, as you can see, but the thing is that obviously it's not. You don't have that much room to play. It just plays, to kind of play for that brief second there.
But you can shrink that down right there, right? Like the totally fed up. Totally. I meant like the totally fed up part.
Yeah,
you can move that.
You can move it over.
You can move it over here. You can't move it away, so to say.
Oh, okay. I see.
But the thing is, the idea, if you were going to do something like that, the footage that you have shot would have had that in mind prior. So like this video here.
Yeah, so you leave a space for that.
Yeah, space here. So I can actually increase the image. So this is just basic video editing skills if you want to,
Yeah, no, I'm not a technical dude. I'm like learning as I'm asking you.
Right. Now I was talking to whoever asked the question. This is more of a video. You're getting into video editing school here, and so.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mean to keep us here all night.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how you do that. As you can see, I've achieved the same results, that I wanted.
Yeah, and Clarence asked, can you drop a video in there too? And the answer is yeah, you could drop a video, audio, anything there that you would like, right?
Yeah, you could drop anything. Yeah, you can go to my video. As you can see, I have a couple of videos. I could just click that, drop that in the middle there. See? If you drop the video, it will obviously make it longer, so you don't have to, videos automatically stretch.
Yeah, so it'd be a lot easier, Clarence, to really clarify this whole thing. If you want to really put something in between, you want to put your own video. And, that could easily be a blank white screen, and then you add an image over the top, right? So hopefully
that's the easiest way. But if you still want to, if you want to do one of our templates, maybe, for whatever reason, you could then just use the normal drag the image directly into the, into the space between.
For sure. Well, hopefully that clears that up for everybody. Justin, did we miss any questions? I know we're kind of like well over the hour here. But,
I think we got them all, but if anybody has any last-minute questions that we skipped over, go ahead and throw those in the chat box right now, and we'll make sure.
Yeah, we want to make sure we get you covered. Sorry.
Yeah. And as you guys work, make sure that you hit save from time to time as you work. Just hit save your work. This helps you in case something happens to your browser. Remember, this is a browser-based software. If something happens to your browser, your work is saved. Anytime after you make a save, you can go to downloads and you see whatever you've saved. If for whatever reason you don't see the edit button, as you can see now my edit button is gone, you can just hit refresh and it will come back. And this download button here is to download the video if it's been rendered. The play button, this play preview button, shows you exactly what you're seeing here. It's pretty much redundant. Pretty much shows you exactly what's on your timeline. And then if you rendered the video before, you would see another button like the preview video download button. Let me go ahead and refresh here so I can see some updated information. And I'm going to also talk about some real quick some errors that you normally get. Sometimes you get errors that would say something like anything to do with config. If you try to publish a video and you get any error that says anything with config, C-O-N-F-I-G in it, don't worry, just refresh your screen, clear your history, wait a couple of minutes and try it again. That's something to do with Amazon stuff, which we're working on now for the next version. But like I was saying, here's the download, the delete. You can delete a template from your a video from your library if you don't need it anymore. Or you can also hit the view your video. This gives you a preview, not a preview, actually shows you the video, the downloaded video, that the version that you're gonna get when you download. And also, lastly, always use the same font all through your videos. Everybody, please use the same font all through your videos. If not, you're gonna get videos that have that cut off in the middle or something, the text cut off. This is just a limitation. This is the way the system works. In upcoming versions, you'll be able to use different fonts. If you don't want to download your video, you just want to use a share button, fine, you can use different fonts, no problem. But that's just one thing that a lot of people don't know. And
yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we're working on a major update to the system. To the version 3.2.28 of the system will have fix a lot of those, add a lot more features like ability to use different fonts. The next version that we release, and also if you're having any problems with not being able to see the whole screen or something like that, or any problem to regards to that, update your Flash. Make sure you're using the latest Flash version, and make sure you're using the latest browser. Some people are using Internet Explorer 8. I mean, to work on a software as advanced as this. This is cutting-edge technology. Please, people, don't use Internet Explorer 8. Please upgrade to at least Internet Explorer 10. People, please, please.
Yeah, well, really use Chrome, right?
Yeah, even if you use Chrome, yeah, make sure you
Chrome works the best. Really, that's what I found in everybody so far.
Yeah, I use Chrome. Even when you use Chrome, make sure you update. Make sure you have the latest Chrome by going to your About Chrome and making sure you have go to About Chrome.
Well, it's lightweight, works better.
Hey, real quick, James, as well. Mona was asking how you render once you. So, if you could just show the publish and download, how you do that real quick. And then one other thing, someone was asking what the ticker effect was. Dennis was wondering what the ticker effect is. So
okay, real quick, if you finish editing your video, make sure you save. Once you save the video, the publish button will be highlighted, which is the same thing as render. Just hit publish. It will start the render. You see, let me go ahead and hit it here. It will queue it, and then to say processing, please wait a while. People, it takes a long time to render video. That's the way video technology is in this decade. This is probably one of the best you'll see. Anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, it's still very good. Video takes a long time to render, people. That's why I say use the share button. If you don't absolutely need to render your video. So to take a while. If there's an error for whatever reason, it will not complete. You have to do it again. Else, when it completes, when this bar gets to the end, this whole thing will disappear right here, and then when you go to the video that you just under downloads, you will see this button. This button will show up, download your video, and you can click on this, and it will pull up, so you can download your video. And when you download your video, by default, to show the template, the ID of that video. Try not to change it, and change it afterwards. Just save it as MP4 and then change it on your computer. Because if you try to change it here, sometimes some people make a mistake and they remove the MP4 extension. You don't want to remove that, because that's how your computer knows that it's a video file. So some people just go ahead and just do something silly like this and do that, and boom, and then you don't have a playable video. So just save it as is and rename it later on. That's just what I usually do. As you can see, when you hit publish, the bar keeps going up. It keeps going. It doesn't necessarily mean that if it stays here for a long time, it doesn't mean it's working in the background. If there are a lot of people publishing at the same time, it may take a while for your video to publish, which is still better. Most other systems will email you when it's done, like to take a whole day, or email you next day. But at least this just let it do its thing, and you can still work while it's publishing, so you don't have to sit down and wait for it. You can pull up another template like I'm doing here. You can see I pull up another template, I'm working, I'm editing, doing everything, and it doesn't affect my publishing. It doesn't affect it, so it saves you a ton of time, so you don't have to wait for video, so you can keep working on the next project. But as long as you don't refresh the browser, you don't go here and pull up another template, because that will refresh the browser. Or you can work you can do anything pretty much within the editor area interface. You can go to my videos, pull up,
Would it work if you just open another tab, like open video templates in another tab?
Yeah, if you absolutely need to, you can right click, open new tab, and this will open up a new tab.
And it won't affect what you're doing at all?
No, it won't affect what you're doing, because it's a new session. So
nice.
that's a beautiful thing about VideoJac and Video System that beats any other desktop software. You can't do this with Camtasia, and you can, because now you can see here, I have this going, it's publishing, it's working. I could still be working here. I could jump here and work on another template and just keep doing another work for another client. So it's a beautiful system. You can use multi-user, multi-simultaneous, and multi-user. And for the ticker templates, ticker effects, you go under effects. A ticker effect is kind of like a lower third. Here it is. You just drag it in here.
Like a sports ticker?
Right? Yeah, it's like a sports ticker. Here it is. Just drag it in there. Click on it. Give it a text. You can just say, let me type click here to buy now. So what it does is just simply give it a different color. Let me make it red, so it's really catchy. Basically, let me play this. What it does is it just kind of, let me make it longer, drag it. You can click on an effect or anything and drag the length of seconds if you need to make it longer. Yeah, something higher. Let me go ahead and click on it and make it bigger. Oh, this is getting in the way.
Real quick, while you're doing that, I just wanted to answer Carol's question. Just for anybody who might have missed it, yeah, Carol, once it's published, you'll be able to download the MP4. And then you can upload that to YouTube or give it to your client, whatever you like. So.
Right. So let me click on play, and you can see this is ticker effects here. I'll give you a second to kind of play.
This is cool. I'm learning more.
It scrolls.
The audio gets a little crazy on GoToWebinar.
Notice as it's scrolling by. But that's basically what the ticker is. It scrolls by. You can add things like back color. I had the back color to white, but you can make it green. So it's it's kind of like it's very prominent, and so that's pretty cool thing about it.
It's a slick little feature, actually.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool feature. It scrolls through pretty good. You get lots of features like the arrows. You can use this. Just about being a little creative. You can use this to hey, click here to buy now. And then this you could put an image here with the image effect, with which is clickable. Click it to buy now, and then when they click on it, it takes them to the other page or something like that. So actually, they're actually interacting with your video, so people can actually buy, shop, click, whatever within your video. It's just open up a whole new market for you.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
for the
I just wanted to, oh, sorry. I just want to
when you
answer, for anybody that might have been worried about the audio, it's just a GoToWebinar. If you're actually playing this on your own computer with nothing else going on, play fine. Sorry. Go ahead, James.
Yeah. Yeah, when the publish finishes, you notice that the download button will show up here, download your video, which means it has completed publishing, and you can then hit download, and it will be able to download. So you can see it will give it a random number, which is the video ID .mp4 file, and then you can save that to your computer and be able to play it. As you can see here, I think I may have one saved to my computer already. May have one. Let's see here. Actually, I don't have any. Let's see here. No, I don't have any saved to my computer. You know what? I may have one here. I'm going to show real quick. Let's go over here. Documents. May have one. Oh yeah, this is one. All right, let's play that. Kind of see what you have. You get a real high quality type video. So this is one of my choppy videos I downloaded. This is an example of a custom video that you could create with VideoJac by buying stock footage from somewhere else. This is a stock footage that we got from a site called Video Hive, and we're just gonna throw it into VideoJac and put the text, layer text over it, and that's it. And it's really cool. And this, you can see this full video in on our website, VideoJac website, under samples. If you go to videojac.com and go on the samples, you see that video in full there, for those of you who want to see that video. So that's pretty much it. Errors that you get. If you get any rendering errors that have to do with config, please, like I said, clear your history, wait 20 minutes, and try again. If you get any errors that say on authenticated access, it means that you're not logged in, or that your browser logged you out. If you click sign in and you still see this, don't worry. Make sure to click on home or somewhere else to make sure that that you're truly logged in. You have to do that to be sure, because sometimes others may log you out and to give you unauthenticated access. Or if you click on any of this menus and you don't see anything, it just shows you a blank screen, that means you're not logged in. Again, if you see a blank screen, you're not logged in. Please don't open the support ticket, just log in and clear your history to make sure that your computer is not logging you out. 99% of the problems you will get in using the system, 99% is your browser. And the quick way to fix it is to clear your history on your browser. For those of you who don't know how to clear your history, please ask somebody who does, and just clear for Chrome.
It's pretty straightforward.
For Chrome,
yeah,
it's very simple. For Chrome, just go to history, click on history, and it will clear everything, and to solve a lot of your problems. Update to the latest browser. Make sure you have the latest version of your browser. Make sure you have the latest version of Flash, and make sure you clear your history, and make sure you log in, and you should be good to go.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to kind of answer the last question here, and then I think we're going to go ahead and call this. We've been on here a good hour and a half, and thanks everybody for hanging out this long. It's been cool. Stuart, just want to double check. So you can definitely use Video Hive footage in here, right?
Yeah, it's just basically make sure you convert it to MP4 to small, because I think they give you the really huge movie files. So you don't upload it just like that. It won't go. It won't work just by uploading the huge file. It'll be too big. Make sure you convert it to like MP4 format, which is small and web ready before you upload it. That's just all you need to do. But yeah, you can use from any video from any source.
Right on. Thank you. And Karen, I saw you had a couple of questions about how to go about selling the videos and so forth. We're going to be doing some additional training on that stuff coming soon. This in particular was all about how to create video. We just want to make sure you know how to use the software. But keep an eye out and we'll get you some info about that here in the near future. If you get stuck, feel free to send us an email to our support desk at support@likemindedmarketers.com. So,
yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and call this thing here. Oh, go ahead, James.
One last thing. the effects that you see here, things like the call to action, the clickable interaction within the video, only works if you use R embed editor. Like, it doesn't work when you use when you put it on YouTube, because YouTube does not allow that. So
And that's just the
so
regulations, yeah, for sure.
yes, just so you.
And we
When you
kind of
download
covered
the
that. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, when you download an MP4 file, the clickable links won't work. You have to use either R embed or R, link. Any of our links will work. And this is actually the video I sent you guys did earlier. As you can see here, this is a cool way to use the link, the call to actions, or the clickable link images. Here I've said click here to download the app on Android, and when the click takes them to the app location Android, click here to download on the App Store. So you see how you can actually use this in real time. So I'm actually interacting with the video here, and so it's pretty cool. And now click here to take me to Verizon Wireless. So you see the links are actually working within the video. If you use our player, pretty much it only works in our player.
Okay, great. Yeah, that was a good point for sure. And that's a question we've got a lot, and we always want to make sure everybody is clear on that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Like I said, we've been on here a good hour and a half, and I know everybody's got some things we've still got to do tonight. So I just want to say thanks, James, for dedicating your time, and thank you, everybody, for coming on and participating. And if you get stuck at all, feel free to contact. If it's a technical issue, recommend that you hit up James through his support at videojac.com/support. Oh, go ahead.
No. If you need support, everyone, there's multiple ways to get. Actually, only one channel for support. You go on the support. You can do it from the website or from the interface of the editor. On the support, you click on Open Support Ticket. Make sure that you're logged in. And if you have a problem with a particular video, please put the link of that video, like the share link to the video. That way we'll know what you're talking about. Because if you have multiple videos in your account, we may not know what you're talking about. So paste the link, the share button, the share link of that video, so we can actually take a peek at it, and then specify what the problem is in detail, so we can help you better. Or if you need something to talk to us directly, you can always call us at the number on our website. If you go to videojac.com, there's a number at the bottom of the video of the website. Sorry.
Shaver.
Oh, okay. All right. Here at the bottom, there's a number, and my extension is 825 for anyone who needs to speak to me directly. So that's pretty much how to get support, 2 ways that we.
For sure, and as you guys can see, we really, our goal is to make sure that you guys are taken care of, and that you can really make this work for you. So, also feel free to hit Justin or I up through our support as well if you have any trouble getting a hold of James. But like I said, James, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're well over half an hour on, and we got some things we got to take care of as well tonight.
Yep, I'm going to stop this recording real quick.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. This is a great session, and hope you guys make some money with this awesome tool that you have, and this new revolutionary system that gives you all this awesome templates that you can sell. And remember, keep it simple.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
I will.
And last thing.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Go ahead, Justin.